Hello, ladies. We're back today with another new mom question. All right, so today's question is green poop normal, for newborns? Okay, so thanks so much for tuning into another episode of um, New Mom Questions with Chubby After Baby. And, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have a newborn and you've got, just loads of questions, right? So, we sit down and we go through the research together. As a new mom, you might not have time to go through and look at all the sites, but you might have time to sit down and, watch a short video. All right, so that's kind of the idea behind it. So today's question is it normal for your newborn to have green poop? All right, so right off the bat, let's see, unitypoint.org. Breastfed babies are considered normal when it's mustard yellow, green, or brown color. Yummy. Um, it's typically seedy and pasty in texture and maybe runny enough to resemble diarrhea. Unhealthy breastfed stool will smell sweet. Interesting. All right, so that's Unity Point. Not necessarily familiar with them. So let's look at a few more, I don't want to say credible sources, but sources we might be a little more familiar with, right? So Medical News Today, parents.com, maybe even americanpregnancy.org, definitely Healthline. Very Well Family. You're really just looking for credible sources. Out the way. Let's see. Baby poop color causes and when to see a doctor. And feel free to go through and, really go back and read all these articles if you like. So we're just looking. Ooh, I love that they've got like a little chart here. Yes, loving that. All right, so we were talking about green. Not usually a concern. Can be due to medications, diet, or allergies. Okay. Red, seek medical advice, usually due to blood in the stool. Yellow, normal for breastfed babies. I notice how they make a distinction between like breastfed babies and formula fed babies. You can see here, brown or orange is normal for formula fed babies. And maybe they'll tell us the difference, or maybe in a later segment, I'll search through some of the differences. Like, let's see, white, seek medical advice, possibly a sign of liver issues. Oh, and then black, normal for newborns under 1 week old. Seek medical advice for older babies, may indicate internal bleeding. Okay, I mean that's really cool that they gave you that they gave us sort of uh, the little color wheel of poop. All right, but we were mostly interested in the green, although kind of slightly interested in the brown and the yellow versus the yellow. All right, let's see. Yellow is normal for yellow. This is a normal color for poop from breastfed babies. Their poop tends to be a dark yellow, so that kind of makes you wonder if it's, a dark yellow I think that could be easily mistaken as green, right? Okay. May have small flecks in it. These flecks come from breast milk and are harmless. Poop from breast milk babies is often described as seedy. That's an interesting description. This so-called seeds may resemble curds and cottage cheese, but are yellow. All right. So brown or orange. This is a normal color of poop for formula-fed babies. When a baby drinks formula, their poop tends to be a light brown or orange. may be slightly darker and firmer than the stool of the breastfed baby. Again, I kind of asking, what's the breastfed milk versus the formula-fed milk that it would create such a strong difference. But see, green. Many babies occasionally have green poop. Some possible causes: slow digestion. Usually the baby, usually because the baby has eaten more than usual. Green foods in a diet, in the diet of the breastfeeding mother. Ah, so it is very close to St. Patrick's Day when this video is coming up, and I know a lot of restaurants put green food coloring in their food. So, FYI, new moms, uh, your baby's poop could become green from the green foods in your diet. That's interesting. So maybe avoid the green food dyes this year. All right, let's see, a cold or stomach bug, food allergies or intolerance, antibiotics, either in the baby or the breastfeeding mother. And treatment for jaundice. Some infants' poop is naturally slightly green. If the baby's putting on weight and seems to be content, green poop is not necessarily a concern. And oh my goodness, they definitely grow crazy, crazy fast. So uh, the baby's eating more than usual. Yeah, I can see that. All right, from parents.com, let's see what causes green poop. It can be discerning. You notice green poop in your little one's diaper, but it's usually not a concern. All right. They got like a little video. All right. Let's see. All right. So we looked at this earlier, right? When we talked about the first week or something, the newborn's first poop will be greenish black and tarry on the consistency. Everything digested. Okay, right. Okay. And we looked at that and from the medical news today when we read that, and they talked about the first week. That it's normal if your baby's poop is greenish black. And this gives you a little bit more information about why it's greenish black, right? So the baby, everything the baby ingested in the room, including amniotic fluid, bile, and skin cells. Over the next few days, the stool will begin to take on an army green color, then a mustard yellow color if breastfeeding, and a tan brown formula. If using formula. And I want to point this out, like this is the reason why you look at more than one article, right? Like if I don't know, let me go back. Right, if Healthline said your first poop or something was supposed to be like yellow, right? And then parents.com says your first one is supposed to be green black, right? Like you have that discrepancy, but because Healthline said the same thing, right? Your first week, right? And then parents.com says the first one, and then I'm sure the medical news today was the first one, sorry. But yeah, so you sort of start to get a fuller picture, right? Like Healthline told us that the baby stool would be sort of a black green color the first week, but it really didn't go into details about that, right? So, and then now you read the article for parents, and you can see that it's sort of a greenish black because of the baby everything that the baby ingested inside the womb, right? So now we can keep going and learn a little bit more. And that's why I always, again, read more than one, skim through more than one, just because it gives you a fuller picture. All right, that's interesting. All right, so here we go. Breast milk changes throughout the nursing section. The breast milk, your breast first produce low fat and high sugar fore milk, which transforms into high fat, high calorie hind milk um, as the breastfeeding process. If your baby tends to have short nursing sessions, they will mostly be drinking fore milk. That also happens if you switch breast too quickly. Uh, too much fore milk may lead to gassiness and green frothy stool. Okay, that's totally something, right, that we didn't necessarily pick up from medical news today. They didn't necessarily go into greater details about that. All right, they mentioned illness. Looks like diarrhea or containing mucus. It's probably irritating your little one. Uh, Sometimes the baby get a stress reaction or come from a stomach bug. Okay, we did know a little bit about that. Bella's milk provides antibodies that promote recovery. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh, yes. I know that's definitely a big conversation, right? Sort of breast milk versus formula fed, you know? Okay. Oh, so again, according to parents and Dr. Palmer here, which we have no idea who he is, so just throwing that out there. The leading cause of green poop is food intolerance, either something in the mother's diet or in the baby formula. The number one ingredient that babies react to is cow's milk. Uh, Although many food and beverage medication could cause reaction. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, we did. We talked about the green foods. Oh, but this is also talking about eating leafy greens, right? So your kale and your spinach and all those types of things. Uh, where it suggested that it could be your that it could it so medical news suggested that it was part of your diet or the new mother's diet in case you're not a new mom watching this. Um, but I feel like they mostly mentioned sort of the green food coloring versus, if you eat more leafy greens and stuff like that. So iron supplements, start green poop after the first few days. Oh, of an iron supplement. Either the mother takes it or the baby takes it. Okay, cool. Insufficient milk intake. Mm. If the baby isn't getting enough milk, their stool can turn green. They also won't dirty a diaper regularly. Newborns poop at least 3 to 4 times a day, won't gain weight, won't gain weight, and may act fussy or sleepy. All right, it's telling you to call your OBGYN if you're worried that your baby isn't eating properly. And other causes, newborns being treated for jaundice with phototherapy. Um, Teething could also promote greenish hue in stool. Since teething babies swallow a lot of saliva. Some parents report green poop after vaccinations. Now, that's definitely all stuff you have to research outside. Um, But this is so far, it's been really interesting just to give additional details about why your baby's poop could be green. Right? So definitely come back, take a look at the article, finish reading through it. Um, you know, so let's see what Healthline says. First, consider the rainbow of colors that you can expect to see in your baby's diaper uh, uh, during the course of their young life. I don't know. I feel like rainbow of colors. I don't know. I don't think I ever opened a diaper expecting to see a rainbow of colors, like a variety of different colors. Just and then we saw the wheel. Variety of colors are bad. No, right? Like I said, it's common times, green stool, income, transition to regular baby school. Goes from black to yellow. There are often some dark green days or two. Yellow poop. Breastfeed babies are known to produce full yellow mustard colored stool. Yep. Formula, orangish, tan, sometimes yellow. Uh, all right, so when you start feeding your baby solid foods, the stool they become more solid in general. Even for babies who are also breastfed, many diapers are full of brown poop. You'll see other colors appear as well. All right. You may notice the poop looks like it has some mucus in it. This is completely normal variation, especially if they're teething. As a result of mucus can also signify your baby's fighting off an infection. All right, so we did look at that here. Let's go back down. Right, right, teething. Right, we saw that, and we saw something else about mucus earlier on. Okay, so I mean, again, sort of looking at how awesome it is that each video sort of confirming, or each video, each article is sort of confirming a little bit more information about the previous article. We look at foods containing diet, iron supplements, spinach, and dark leafy vegetables. We looked at that too. We thought that was really interesting. And diarrhea and illness. All right, so that just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea for new mummies about green poop. So what we definitely learned is that the green black is normal. Sort of that first week, a lot of the articles seem to be confirming that, right? And that uh, green poop can also come from green foods, right? Or the iron. There we go. So your leafy greens, your green dyes, iron supplements, say it can also come from diarrhea or illnesses that your baby is fighting off. We found the insufficient milk intake. Again, food intolerance, for milk versus high milk. So, there seems like there's a lot of reasons that your baby's poop can be green, but let's scroll back up to this color wheel. Looks like green, again, isn't necessarily a cause for concern, right? Especially if maybe you're eating a lot of leafy greens or, maybe you're taking iron supplements. and things like that. So and come back to Will to, just make sure as long as it's not, white, red, and then, black, after the first week or something like that, right? So there you go. This is what these sites are telling us, and so I hope you can appreciate, going through the research and seeing what the web or the medical sites are saying. So have a great day, and again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like seeing these videos. And I will check you out next time with new mommy facts or research. All right, later.